Hello and welcome to third grade. I am your teacher, Mr. Ritenour, and that'll be the last time you hear me say that because today is our last full day of school. Tomorrow will be a special little treat for you, um, which won't involve me in the video at all. So, anyway, it's been a very unusual school year. Very unusual. Um, the best One of the best, I shouldn't say the best, but tied for the best school year up until the coronavirus for me. You guys, each individually, I love so much and make coming to school the best job in the world. And collectively, as a group, you meshed very well together. I have to, tip my cap to Mr. Aker. He put a really good combination of kids together in room 304 this year. So I am getting a little emotional right now because I will miss you all very, very much. Um, and I really hope that you come back and visit me next year and for years to come. You will be, after Friday, officially all stars, right? You started off as Mr. R star and now you're an all star. So that basically means one thing: you're an alumni now. An alumni is someone who graduated. So you graduated from my class, which means if you want to come back and you want to visit me, you want a book recommendation, anytime you walk through that door, my students in the future are going to clap for you because you are an all-star. Okay? Um, I realize that we're not going to get the goodbye that we really deserve because of the lockdown. Um, I really, I really am upset about that. Not getting to give you all a hug one more time and wish you the best. Maybe take a picture with you like I normally do in my graduation cap and robe and hand you a diploma like I normally do. So I'm not going to get to do any of that this year, but tomorrow you'll see I will be able to give you one little gift, parting gift, and all I have to say is check your mail next week because something might be coming your way as well. So anyway, I'm giving you a virtual hug today as it is our last full day. Last time you'll see this ugly face on your computer for a while. So that being said, don't forget to log in tomorrow. There will be a special treat for you on Google Classroom that I'm working on. So anyway, let's finish off the school year with the final common sense lesson. And of course, it is potty themed. So, last lesson: always put the toilet seat down after you do your business, especially if there are girls in your house. I really like this little saying at the bottom. It says, "Please put the seat up to pee and down for me. Love, Mom." That's for the boys. Putting the seat down will not cause brain damage. That's true. So girls are a lot better at this because girls have to sit down and they're great at being respectful and polite. But boys have a hard time. So anyway, gentlemen especially, put the seat down. Last words of wisdom. All right, put the seat down and you will have a better life. All right, so we're going to end our school year with one final science question. Are unicorns real? Let's find out.
Hi, it's Doug. I've got my stuffed animal narwhal here. I love this animal. I remember seeing a cartoon of a narwhal in a movie once, and I remember thinking, there's no way that's a real animal. A whale with a horn? It seems like something from a fairy tale.
Hope you find your dad.
Someone named Yadira has a question about another animal from fairy tales. Let's give her a call now.
Hi, Doug.
Hi, Yadira.
I have a question for you. Are unicorns real?
That's a great question. My friend Sam tells a story that when he was young, he and his babysitter were on a walk through a park. It was late afternoon, they were in a big grassy field. All of a sudden, he heard his babysitter say, "Look, a unicorn!" Sam turned his head and saw a shadow of a large creature with what seemed like a big horn. A real-life unicorn, he thought? He'd only heard about them in books. Now, in stories and movies, unicorns are these amazing animals, giant white horses with twisted magical horns. So Sam couldn't believe that there might be a real unicorn right there in the park. When the animal heard them, it looked up towards them. And that's when Sam noticed. It was just a big deer munching on some twigs. His babysitter had played a little joke on him, but even if it was just a deer, unicorns have to be real, right? I mean, think about this. Unicorns are mentioned in stories told in different cultures all around the world. In the country of India, for example, they tell stories of a beast with one big horn colored white, black, and red. In China, unicorns were among the 4 sacred creatures, along with the phoenix, the dragon, and the tortoise. And in Scotland, people love the idea of the unicorn so much that it's one of their national symbols. You'll see it on buildings and signs. So, are unicorns real animals that are actually walking around out there in the world? Or are they only made-up animals from stories? What do you think?
Real or not real? What do you think? Find out.
Well, what makes the idea of a unicorn so special is that there aren't that many animals with a single horn like that. For example, moose have antlers, and rams have horns, but those come in pairs. There's 2 of them on their heads. But there are a few animals out there with only a single horn. On the small end of the animal kingdom, you've got this, the rhinoceros beetle, a type of insect that has a single long horn similar to a rhinoceros. And among the larger animals, there's the amazing narwhal, the type of whale that I mentioned earlier. It's a real animal that lives in the Arctic. Its horn is actually a single long tooth that it uses to hunt fish. So are unicorns part of the real-life one-horned animal club? Are unicorns real? Scientists recently found a good clue to answer this question. A fossil. Now, you might know that a fossil is when the remains of an animal get captured in rock. It could be a footprint or a track, but in this case, it's what used to be a bunch of bones. In Asia, scientists had been finding fossils of dinosaurs and mammoths. But then, they found a creature from even more recent times, a one-horned creature. They called it the Siberian unicorn, and this is a painting of one based on what scientists think that it looked like. Now, like a unicorn, it did have that single, extremely long horn. But other than that, it looks pretty different from our usual idea of a unicorn. It was short, it was big, and it was probably really furry. It looked more like a rhinoceros mixed with a buffalo rather than a horse. But it did have one horn the way a unicorn does. So scientists decided it made sense to call it a unicorn. They think that the Siberian unicorn even walked on Earth around the same time as ancient human beings. So even if you've never seen a unicorn, maybe your great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents did. So in summary, there are a lot of different animals with horns, but only a few of them have one horn, and none of them are horses. We don't think unicorns are real animals that are alive today. But based on fossils that have been found, maybe a long time ago, unicorns were real. That's all for this week's question. Thanks, Yadira, for asking it. Before you vote on next week's question, we put together some amazing visuals that we'd love to show you. Take a look inside, or if you don't have time, you can skip straight to voting.
Should we open the bonus? Let's do it.
Number 5.
Watch what happens during this magic trick. It looks like this man cuts his body in half. How do you think this trick works? Oh my. The legs under the table are fake. But then where are his real legs? Oh, he's sitting down with his legs in that black box. His shirt covers the top. The machine tilts the whole black box. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, next magic trick.
Number 4.
Watch this trick carefully. Can you guess how the trick works? There's a hint on the next slide. Oh my gosh, he's pouring a whole gallon of milk into a newspaper? What on earth? How did he do that? Let's find out. The magician wants you to think he poured milk into the paper, but do you see the milk pouring out of the pitcher? Watch carefully. Huh. This magician will show us an empty clear cup is in the pitcher. Ah. Oh my. That's genius. Wow. That's very smart. Look at that. He's just filling up the inside. Oh, that's genius. You should try that magic trick. Really cool. Okay, I love magic tricks. Next, number 3.
Number 3.
Watch as this magician leans back. That looks impossible. How does he do it? What do you think? Oh my. How are they doing that? This magician is doing a similar trick. A metal brace is what makes it possible. It's usually hidden under the magician's clothes. Oh, see that? It's a metal brace. So it's bearing all of his weight. He can lean back. No one would ever know.
Number 2.
Okay, number 2. Could this man be floating? How do you think he's doing this? There's a hint on the next slide. I think he's stuck to that tree with his arm. What do you think? The hand on the tree never moves, and look at his jacket. Is he hiding something inside it? What could he be hiding? Looks like some kind of metal brace, huh? The arm on the tree is fake, it's metal, his real arm is in his coat. The metal goes up his sleeve and down his thighs to hold him up. Here's the same trick done on a bus. Oh my gosh, that's better, I like that. Can you imagine seeing that? Oh, that's too good. Alright, number one magic trick.
And now, the last one.
Magic surprises people because they expect one thing but get another. A simple trick can amaze a baby. Would it amaze an ape? An ape is a monkey. I'm gonna have to try that one on Campbell. This person puts a seed in a cup and then secretly drops the seed on the floor. What will the ape do when he sees the empty cup? What do you think? Watch how the ape reacts. Scientists aren't sure if she's surprised or just happy that someone is playing with her. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. That's cute. Alright, so let me exit out of that. Alright, so our year started on a magical note and it ends on a magical note. I will uh, I will be posting something special tomorrow. There will be no more Google Form. Today is the last day for your Google Form. And I hope you enjoy it. And I just want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for an amazing school year. Thank you to your parents, your grandparents, and everyone who's helped make these last couple months um, manageable. Even though we're learning from a distance, I felt like we were still a class family and we were still learning. And that's on you. So thank you very much for that. Your hard work and commitment will pay off later, I promise you. I bet you'll be the most prepared students for fourth grade in all of Mercer Elementary. I promise you that. Well, I guess this is goodbye. Not forever, just for a little bit. Uh, Dr. Seuss said, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." So I'm gonna end this here with a smile because I couldn't have done it with anyone else but you. So I love you guys.